the history of Mad Pride is to constantly help people to become aware of mental illness, aware, and to reduce the stigma. And as we reduce the stigma, people become normalized in the community. When we talk normal, everybody is normal, whether they have a sickness, a physical sickness or disability, or a mental health issue. And that's the whole concept. Is Mad Pride is there to help that awareness for people to understand that.
So when it comes to breaking the silence of mental illness, I think it's really important to bring awareness to mental illness, but also to even take it further and not even necessarily always see it as an illness, but as an issue, as a problem or a kind of puzzle that we're trying to solve in our culture.
Okay. I'll give it back to you.
We all have mental health. Whether we have mental health issues, mental illness, that's all we need. We all have dental health. We need to look after our teeth. And the same as mental health, I think it's important for us to look after our mental health. There's not enough awareness. People think, well, I don't have a mental issue. We all have mental issues. They just manifest in different ways. So it's embracing self-care, looking and supporting each other that maybe need some help. There's no different from a common cold. Some just manifest worse than others. It's just that we need to be able to break the stigma, talk about it.
By normalizing conditions of the body, conditions of the mind shouldn't be different, and unfortunately they still are different in society. So we need to have initiatives like Mad Pride to sort of normalize things, mainstream them effectively, make people more aware and combat that stigma.
It's important for us to speak up individually and collectively as a community. A lot of people feel isolated these days with their symptoms and side effects, and it's a good opportunity to kind of figure out that we're not in this alone.
I think talking about mental illness helps in recovery because you can actually get things off your chest and you don't have to hold stuff in. You can, when you talk to somebody and you tell them about some really deep, dark thing that you've been dealing with, and then you find out they have it too, and it's such a relief so quickly, right? These classic examples of getting stuff off your chest and just putting it out in the universe can open it up so much and show you're not alone. I think isolation is one of the biggest aspects of the darkness, so when you can talk about stuff, it helps heal.
It lets people in your circle, your friends, your family, your employer know that this is who I am. I embrace this. I'm aware of this issue. I'm looking for support. I may need you at a time of need. I'm continually in recovery. I think talking about it is really important so that it's a community support. You can't fight this on your own.
In a way, talking about your problems is better than ignoring them, where it can cause illness and depression if you're ignoring your emotions, pretending they're not there, and you need to feel them so you're not going to get sick.
When you're vocal about things like that and you speak up, you'll find that obviously you have doubters and bullies at times, but you're also going to get people that are very receptive and friendly, and that's the way to meet new friends if you've lost a few after your diagnosis.
They see people who are empowered talking openly about and being very proud of being mad, of being crazy, mad, or people with mental health issues.
I think Mad Pride is a really big part of continuing to open up the conversations and to open up community around people who are struggling with mental health issues and mental illness to come together and share experience.
These are all great ways of breaking that silence, of making noise, of being loud and being out there and demonstrating to people that mental health, people who have concerns about mental health are here, they are present, they're not going away, the concerns are not going away, but it's up to all of us to create the conditions that will help combat these concerns.
I'm really, really excited to be here today. I think Mad Pride is the beginning steps of getting awareness. We're still at the very beginning of getting more awareness for mental health. I hope that Mad Pride becomes like a bigger and better thing each and every year so that more and more people will continue to embrace their own Mad Pride. I think it's fantastic.